Selfish boyfriend during abortion him 22M and me 20F. Hey, so I, 20F, dating this guy, 22M, about 2 months ago, and a week ago I found out I was pregnant. I never wanted to keep the baby, so I decided to get an abortion. Throughout the whole process he only cared about getting rid of the baby and didn't support me emotionally. I had the medical abortion in his apartment while he was at work. He came back and I told him I wanted to stay one more night before heading home so I could get some good sleep, but he said he needed his alone time and to decompress from work. I was like, dude, I literally had the abortion 5 hours ago. Told you I can barely stand up because of the pain and that I passed out in the bathroom and you need your alone time? Mind you, I'm not from the US, so he is the only person I have here. Anyways, I confronted him about this and told him I'm done with this relationship, but he keeps begging me for a last chance, third one, and that he is gonna be better because he really likes me. I don't know what to do. But he keeps begging me for a last chance, third one. OMG, it's only been 2 months. Move on, it's for the best. Thank God you aren't having his baby. What you do is get out while you only have 2 months invested. By third chance you've already given him a second chance and he clearly blew it. He's not going to be better. He is who he is. He has no empathy for what you were going through. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. You've only been dating 2 months, you've given him 2 chances already, and his reaction to the abortion, and the way he's clearly treating you, are definitely saying, run away as fast as you can. You are worth more than what you're putting up with. Move on and find someone who will actually care for you the way you should be. That abortion set you free, now run. 5-year relationship just ended between me, 26M, and my girlfriend, 27F, after she cheated again. Long story short, she's crossed boundaries or outright had affairs 4 times in our 5-year relationship and had been lying to me about the extent of the third affair for 2 years. I found out last week that she had a 6-month affair with a married man, 38M. They had sex, first time this has happened in any of her affairs. Our main friend group is good friends with both of us. My ex introduced me to them after we started dating. Most of them had zero prior knowledge of the affairs. Some of the girls in the group knew that my ex had crossed boundaries before, but they didn't know the extent. And they were told those stories after I had learned them, so they weren't at any point being bad friends to me. I told them everything. They are all on my side, but I do feel bad that my ex, who I still am living with until our lease ends soon, is alone right now. A small part of me probably wanted her to feel this way when I was telling our friends the whole story. I admittedly don't feel great that I clearly have a vengeful side, but last week I was seeing nothing but red. What would you have done in my situation? And what would you do going forward? I still believe my ex is a decent human who made some terrible mistakes and shouldn't feel completely alone. And for anyone curious, yes, I told the wife and have spoken with her. I will never know what happens to their relationship, but that's not my business. Putting on 2 different colored socks or forgetting to buy milk is a mistake. Having multiple affairs over the course of years is not a mistake. This is the conscious choice of a deeply flawed person. You should not feel bad for her. She has no respect for you, and without respect a woman cannot love. You should have kicked her to the streets where she belongs long ago, when you first discovered this about her. She isn't alone. What about her other boyfriend? Or do you mean to tell me that cheating has consequences? Well, I never. Bro, I would have left after the first affair. Please find you somebody that won't cheat on you. She is not a decent human, and she did not make mistakes. She chose to repeatedly cheat on you. She chose to fuck a married man and blow up a marriage. She deserves to be alone, and you need to stop coddling her as she faces the result of her choices. Frankly, you should boot her out. Let her stay with one of her affair partners. Honestly, I have no sympathy for people who didn't break up after they've been cheated on the first time. So it's your own fault for tolerating it so long. Most of us would walk away right after first one. On the bright side, at least you caught it before getting married and having a child. Speaking from experience, my F29 husband M29 of 7 years laughed at my anxiety from past trauma. Sorry if this is jumbled, I'm upset and chasing my baby around. Last night we were hanging out, just the 2 of us watching our favorite show. There was a knock on our door. No one we know ever shows up announced because it's a firm rule of mine. I struggle with anxiety from childhood trauma. Backstory: when I was 13, police illegally entered my home and my little sister, and I ended up in foster care for a 1.5 years. It scares me when I don't know who is at the door. But I will still answer if I have to. Well, last night, since my partner was with me, I took my baby and went into the bathroom while he got it. When I come back out after he answered the door, I mentioned how it sucks to be afraid every time someone knocks. He goes, "You need therapy. That's sad." Then continue little jabs how that's childish and whatnot. It upset me so bad. I've never felt more stupid or embarrassed in this relationship or in my own skin. I simply said, "You should go upstairs and don't talk to me for the rest of the night." I said in a stern way. Really trying to hold myself together and not be an absolute bitch. Our relationship has been really rocky the last 2 months already. I want things to get better, so I'm trying. He was quiet for a couple minutes and then blurts, "Are you serious?" I simply replied his name, because I asked for space. I was in no place for a conversation. After I said his name, he starts calling me pathetic, dumb, and other rude things I can't even remember at this point because it was so gross. He starts a full-out fight and saying any rude thing he could. Fast forward a few hours of not talking, he tells me to apologize to him if I want to fix anything. What? For what? For him hurting my feelings? For the fight he literally started when he could have apologized for hurting me instead? I truly don't think I should be apologizing for anything, unless me asking for space in a stern way was rude, or maybe me letting my feelings get hurt was rude. He was testing the waters to see how far he could go with you. You passed the test and stood up for yourself, and now he's mad and wants an apology. You don't owe him anything, and you certainly don't owe him a relationship. He is an absolute dick, and think hard if it's worth staying with him. But I also believe you need therapy. There's nothing wrong with it, but could help with you anxiety. I don't know what advice you want, here. There's no excuse for his behavior. He tried to humiliate you. You stood up for yourself in a calm and mature way and asked him to leave you alone. This made him feel bad, and since he doesn't like to feel bad, he verbally attacked you with foul language and name-calling. Your emotionally mature response shamed him even more, so now he's demanding an apology when he was the only aggressor. There is no way forward here. He's a bully, and he's doing what bullies do. Yay, he is the awe. I do think therapy might help you though. He is a jerk, you should leave. Put a camera doorbell on the door. That way you can see who it is. Also, just because the doorbell rings doesn't mean you need to answer it. Sounds like you have significant trauma. I'm sorry life was so difficult for you. Your husband's comment about therapy may have been meant helpfully, but the rest of his attitude wasn't. Perhaps talk to a women's shelter or organization about all aspects of your relationship to help evaluate how safe and healthy it is. Have you been to therapy for your trauma? It might be something really good to do for yourself. But yeah, your husband was an ass. I, 25M, have a girlfriend, 21F, who is very friendly with her guy friends. I am in a great relationship, 25M, with my girlfriend, 21F, who I'll call Katie. So Katie and I have been together for going on 7 months now. She has a lot of guy friends that I've always been kinda iffy on, but I don't want to seem insecure, so I just let it go. 2 months ago she was trying to show me some meme her friend had sent her, and she scrolled up a little too far up and I saw that she had sent this dude that is her friend her nudes 2 years ago, way before I met her. I confront her about it and she got upset and told me that that was way before we met each other, so I was like, okay, whatever, I guess. Kinda weird how you're still in contact with your friend that you sent nudes to when you have a boyfriend. To me that's extremely disrespectful. But cut to today, I went through her phone again and found out she had sent nudes to 2 different guys that are her friends, and again way before we met. And still in contact with them. Do I just let it go and let the past be in the past, or do I tell her about it? She likes the attention and keeps these people around for constant validation. I personally would run as fast as possible. Especially if you feel like you have to check her phone this early in the relationship. You're dating the pass-around girl from their friends group, time for a new GF. You had to set boundaries as to the type of people you associate with, both platonically and romantically. Personally, I'd move on, but you have to decide. Time to let her go. You are never going to be able to trust her with these guys. It's already proven to be not platonic. I've seen this phone shit enough. Cheaters cry, "Oh, you went through my phone, you're insecure, you don't respect me and my privacy." It has to be an open phone policy. 7 months is long enough. No way can she continue like this. You're not insecure. You're smart. Look at it all. Don't back down. If you're at the point you're snooping through her phone, it isn't going to work out with her.